And we're back. You're now tuned into the recap with the GoodFellaz Show podcast. You know how we do every week. We break it down. We chop it up. Everything that went down in the last week. And damn, man, a lot of stuff went down this last week. We've talked some politics. It's time to switch over into some music, entertainment, music biz talk. Shout out to everybody's favorite or least favorite these days, musical icon Kanye West. I mean, when he's not running for president, he's complaining about his contract. He was on Twitter the other day throwing his whole contract in the mix, talking about what a bad deal he had, and even talking about, you know, every day. You know what I'm saying? How the music industry was raping cats, which is true. You know what I mean? But it's also Kanye West, and how he was even willing to give a lot of good music artists 50% of their masters back. So we've got a lot to unwrap here with the whole situation. We are the GoodFellaz. It's your boy Tommy Guns alongside my man Sha Murder. Happy birthday, by the way. What's up, man?
Looking up.
You're breaking up, bro, but we're gonna take that as you saying what's up. Word up.
I'm in the parking garage. That's why.
Word. Like I said, he's on his way. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, he's partying. So you know what I mean? You know how that go. My man Big A's in the building as well.
What's going on, everybody? Shout out to everybody out there. Thanks for tuning in on the recap with the GoodFellaz. You already know what it is.
And of course, Heritage Hip Hop is in the building. Karev in the building. You know what I'm saying? Show this man some respect when you see him in the streets. He's putting on for hip hop.
Put some respect on his name.
Definitely.
Word. And by the way, special shout out to my man Dav Noble and a Collective Perspectives own. He couldn't make it today, but he will be back next week. So we here, like I said, man, we talking music biz right now. Kanye West, when he's not running for president, he's talking about how he had a shitty deal, which most artists have. So what do we feel about this whole Kanye West situation?
Kanye West is crazy, man. He's just mentally done.
Mentally, I mean, I feel he's mentally done. And I think the thing with Kanye is for every valid point he has, he also has 3 or 4 like crazy just random thoughts that just kind of mess up his whole argument, I feel like. Big A, what do you feel about everything that he was talking?
Based on what he was talking about, I mean, it honestly seems like he has good intention. Kanye has good intention. We all know Kanye suffers from mental illness. He came out years ago and said it. He suffered from depression and different things like that. So, I mean, we understand that about somebody. And I don't know if anybody's here dealt with anybody or any people close with mental illness. Mm-hmm. They have good intentions. It's just how it's being displayed. For him, he doesn't have anybody close to him to say, yo, you need to tone that down, bro. Like you're doing a little too much. So because he doesn't have anybody that can really close to him tell him to tone it down, he comes across the way he does. I say all that just to say, based on what he was recently saying and about giving artists that's on his label, Good Music, 50% of their masters, if he actually executes exactly what he said, I think it's a good thing and a great gesture. But I also think that he has to be a person of action, because a lot of times Kanye is only all of this. Kanye does a lot of this. He's good
random
at doing
thoughts.
Yeah, he's very good at just is blurting out certain things, but like not so much as action on display. I won't say that because he's done a lot for Chicago. He's done a lot for a lot of up and coming artists. I've actually met some artists from Chicago that he's helped out, but it's just what you see is kind of what you get with Kanye sometimes, and he just does a little too much of this and not too much of serious action. So this is something that's going to put him on a different plateau where when he's spoken about, he can be considered a man of his word.
Karev, Heritage Hip Hop, how do you feel about the whole Kanye West situation? Is there any validity to what he's talking about? And or is it just more so a move on his part, and then the other issues come second?
Kanye's crazy.
Mm.
This is the bottom line. But crazy isn't a bad thing, because it takes people who are crazy to shake up society, so you know what's going on. People think I joke when I say this. Kanye West is the Joker of hip hop. Let's just keep it real. One of the famous lines in The Dark Knight was, "Don't be like them. You can't be like them. See, me and you, we're different." And that's Kanye's whole thing, that he's different. People really see the Joker and they think of a murderer. But if you really look at what the Joker is, it's chaos manifested in intelligence. Kanye West is chaotic for the industry because he wants to be very transparent. When you look at the music industry, people have the same contracts now that they did when James Brown and them first came out, which means that the industry never evolved and people never got their fair share. If he's going to show fair share by giving the masters out, then yeah, Kanye's not crazy. He's actually groundbreaking. But if it's all conversation and he's requiring people to come see him, look, everybody put this out. I require Kanye West to come to Heritage Hip Hop. Everybody go to Vlad. Everybody go to Joe Button and all of them. Let's have a real conversation. Let me talk to him. He could talk all the industry stuff he wants. I'm going to talk to him on some, listen, let's really get to the heart of the matter when it comes to who you are, what you want the game to represent, and then what are you using for representation as well. He's crazy, but he is intelligent.
Yeah. But this is my thing with Kanye West. Like we talked about, for every valid point he has 3 or 4 points where you're like, what are you talking about? Like, let's keep it 100. Like, it is no secret that the music biz is shady. Contracts, if you don't have your lawyers on point, can be absolutely crazy. But my thing is this: 1 minute you're running for president, 1 minute you're saying, I got what it takes to lead this country onto a better path. And then the next tweet, yo, they rate me out my record contract. So am I supposed to take your judgment? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, this was the same cast, like, yo, I just want a record deal, Rockefeller, Jay-Z. Jay-Z's my big brother, da-da-da-da. It was all good when he was cool with them. But all of a sudden, you know, when he's not cool with them, with the whole Trump situation, when everybody's kind of distancing themselves from him, all of a sudden, all these issues come out. And, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, I know cats are like, yo, mental illness, bipolar, da-da-da. But, like, the world is filled with plenty of people who have some form of mental illness, bipolar, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, why is he, you know what I mean? Like, it seems like every time he says something crazy or, you know, makes a mistake or something, it's, oh, no, I was just mentally ill. Yo, like, nah, man, like, there's a difference between legitimately, like, yo, my bad, this happened, and using it for an excuse for everything. You know what I mean? Like, on the one hand, you know, like I said, if you actually give good music artists their masters back, that's a dope gesture. But right now, it's all talk. Now, mind you, maybe a couple months ago, Designer was like, yo, I want off the label, the shady, they didn't put me on. Basically, he took my record and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, Kanye West in good music is not exactly known for the best business with his artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Jay-Z, who at one time was his partner. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, and then for every comment that he makes about the music, you know what I mean, you know, the music biz is crazy, whatever. The next tweet is like, yo,
I know Ducktown. Yeah, thank you.
I demand an apology from Drake and J. Cole. It's like he's subliminally taking shots while he's trying to be like, yo, I'm the Nat Turner of the music biz. Like, bro, like, that's the thing. It's like whatever point he has 3 or 4 points that make you think like, yo, shut the hell up, yo. So it's like, you know what I mean? You know, like, nah, man, I'm not trying to hear that whole mental illness, whatever. Let's keep it real. Like, you know, we all know how shady the music business is. You trying to tell me that you ain't have no lawyer look over those contracts in the 2000s, like whatever he signed his contract, 2003, 2004, whenever. Like, You know what I mean? Like if Ray Charles could get his masters, you trying to tell me you couldn't handle your biz back in the day? And the fact that you didn't, I'm not supposed to take your word for it or believe that you have the wisdom to guide us on, being president. Like, I don't know. I feel like he's all over the place. And because of that, it's like it takes away from his actual argument, which is kind of valid. Sha, what up? Are you situated?
Yeah, we're just trying to look into it.
Oh, okay, Sha, how do you feel about the whole situation? We were breaking up a little bit earlier when we were talking.
You can hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Yeah, what up?
So how you feel about Kanye West?
He's a cornball. He's a clown and he's crazy.
Huh. Okay. So do you feel like
people out too?
Do you feel like him now talking about like how shady the music biz is and putting his contract online, do you feel like that's a genuine gesture or it's more for attention or something like that?
Everything he does is for attention. In my opinion,
yes.
Everything he does is for attention.
So even if he has some valid points, he also overall it's all about Kanye as much as it is about changing the industry or helping other artists.
Hey, brother, every lie has a good amount of truth in it. What do politicians do? They take things that are true and they put their spin on it for their agenda. That's pretty much what Kanye is. Kanye is a politician. That's all he is.
Absolutely. I think he'll at this point, because he ended up signing like a crazy deal. I feel like at one point his publishing EMI was like, you have to record forever.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was on some like crazy shit like that. Eventually he settled out of court with them, but they're like, nah, you gotta keep putting out music for a long time. Wow. So, but my thing is like, if you have the wisdom or the lack of wisdom to have your lawyers or whoever properly look at your contracts, how are you going to be president, or how are you going to be the Nat Turner of the industry and help all these artists out when you got real cats like Jay-Z who, DMX, Rough Riders, you got a problem? All right, I'll pay that. Or like, you know what I mean, let me buy myself out my contract and do my, like, I feel like we have there's actually legitimate hip hop leaders out there like Master P, like Jay-Z, who have been for years talking about this, who actions have equaled their words. And then you have Kanye West, who when he's not running for president, let me tell you about these record contracts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Kanye West, like it's like every other day he's into something new. Like it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, he's not consistent. He's always like doing something. He's just being extra all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't respect that.
Yeah.
Well, I give him respect for this. He asked in the internet for Master P and Baby to sit down with him so he can learn independence because he feels they did it the best. So there is something genuine to what he's trying to attempt, but because of his track record, I think we're not giving him the patience of it. I said this when his gospel thing was going on. I said, I don't believe this shit. I think this is a way to get money. Because anything you do at church is like tax-free. Like, he's going to get money.
Yeah.
And people say, no, he's genuine. He's into God. I said, look, let time tell what he's doing. Let us wait and see what it is. Because I'm going to tell you this. There's a reason why people think as soon as you go to God, you're soft. It's because you let a lot of bullshit go. And then when you talk, you sound crazy. Look at how Lecrae got lambasted after that guy said slavery was the white man's blessing and we can't throw it away. Now with Kanye, he talked about slavery being choice, and now he's talking about being a master and an owner when the true masters or owners are making money off of this that he's doing right now.
Yeah.
And to your point, Tommy, think about this. Everybody gets mad at Diddy. Everybody gets mad at Jermaine Dupri, and they say that they give them fucked up contracts, right? But these are the same artists that come out with their own labels that give fucked up contracts.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, who's really calling out who right here?
Exactly. Like, let your actions match your words. That's how I feel like. You know, like it's not a secret that the record industry is messed up. It's not, you know what I mean? You know, all of a sudden when we're no longer taking you serious as a presidential candidate, and because you signed I guess a messed up record contract, all of a sudden we'll be like, all right, cool. Like, nah, like I feel like with him, there's more ulterior motive than there's genuine concern about his fellow man or fellow artist. And so I don't know, I can't take it with the same, you know, I can't, you know, pay it the same attention as I would somebody who's genuinely like Jay-Z, to me, one of those cats who's like, yo, listen, like my actions, you know what I mean? Like he's put actions out there. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of times you'll read a story like, yo, he like when I heard about how he paid DMX's whole debt off of Rough Riders and Def Jam just to let him go sign with Sony. I was like, yo, like, and that wasn't publicized. Like, I found out like 10 years later, and I worked at the label. So I'm like, I want to hear about actions, man. I don't want to hear about your thing of the week, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, because next week is gonna be something else, man. You know, like I want to see 6 months from now if the good music artists can show me on Instagram or however they want to do it, their masters being back, or is it all just talk?
That's true. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, Kanye does a lot of this. We want to actually see some actual action this time around. I mean, Kanye's very smart. He's a Gemini like myself, so you know, shout out to the Geminis. We get a bad rap for being crazy, but I tell you one thing: once you put your mind to doing something and literally being serious about it, you accomplish it. He's definitely accomplished a lot as an artist and as a business person. But then he's also been the same type of person in the same body who's also said a lot of outlandish and done a lot of outlandish things that don't make sense. He's the same person. He's the same person. So in the same token, you want to see how serious he really is about this. Is he going to be serious like he was about the Yeezys and really accomplish what he wants? Or is he just going to be saying another thing like, oh, I want to be the president, or I want something in the same line of saying I'm running for candidacy when he knows he's not going to do it.
Yeah.
You know, so we want to see which Kanye we're actually going to see, and which Kanye is going to actually deliver. Is he just going to be the wordplay Kanye, or is he going to be the action Kanye? Like I said, I've met people that he's actually helped, but in the same token, you know, the same guy that's helped people is the same guy that runs his mouth and honestly degraded his own people by saying ignorant stuff. So we got to see which Kanye we're going to get.
And there's people on this podcast who actually have met and talked to Kanye in real life. So it's not just people talking about people we don't know. You know what I mean? Anyway, like I said, this is the recap with the GoodFellaz, the podcast. You know how we do every week. We break it down about everything going on in the prior week. Heritage Hip Hop, Karev, let them know where they can reach you at. Let them know about how crazy Heritage Hip Hop is doing it right now, because y'all got a lot of big things in the works.
Yo, shout out to everybody out there paying attention to the GoodFellaz TV recap. Heritage Hip Hop is everywhere. All you gotta do is Google us. We're heritagehiphop.com, Heritage Hip Hop on all social media, and shameless plug. Everything that we're talking about right now, we have an interview coming out with Fredro Starr very soon, where we will hear more commentary about this right now. So heritagehiphop.com, Heritage Hip Hop everywhere. Salute and support. Let's also support to my man Fatty's Place, who got laid up, but may you recover, come back better and stronger, and build this platform like we built at GoodFellaz right here. So salute to everybody paying attention. Peace.
Definitely, man. Yo, my man Sha, happy birthday, shout out. Like I said, he on his way right now to go do a little partying. You know what I mean? Let them know where they can reach you at real quick, Sha. We're going to let you go in the field, but let them know where they can reach you at.
Got the bottles.
Hey, you all right, bro? Good?
Shy.
You're Sha.
Shy.
My bad, because somebody was touching my car and shit.
Yo, let them know where they can reach you at real quick.
On Instagram, GOTHYQ. And GOTHYQ, and on Snapchat, same thing, GOTHYQ.
All right. Once again, happy birthday, Shy Murder. Now we're gonna let you party and do your thing real quick. Big A, let them know they can reach you out online and social media.
What's going on? They can check me out. It's IDR AHDAYAR. Again, that's AHDAYAR. Check
Thank
me
you
out
for
on social
that
media
tag.
platforms. And again, happy birthday, Shy. We see you. You about to get litty. I see the black bag. I know what time it is, bro. Yo, be safe out there, bro.
You know the wife is in it.
Yeah, I already know what you
Alright.
mean.
Definitely. Yeah. Yo, it's your boy Tommy Guns. You can reach me, DJ Tommy Guns, or Tommy Brown on Facebook. And of course, GoodFellazTV.com for all the new music, new latest news, everything that's going on, hot chicks, all that. You can check that out, GoodFellazTV.com. And special shout out to my man Dav Noble and
Word.
Eclectic Perspective Media. He couldn't make it today. He'll be back next week. And shout out to everybody tuned in right now, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, however you're able to tune into this podcast. We appreciate y'all. And until next week, the Good Fellas signing off. Peace out.
Peace.